Hi there, dear friends. It's Mark Joseph here. And I think one of the most groundbreaking things I've ever discovered in this life is the combination of mindfulness and neuroscience. After having lived in a temple for 3 years and then coming out and studying neuroscience, I was overwhelmed and mind blown actually about what I found. And it's supporting really ancient methods of practice as well. So in 2017, I'd been running my mindfulness teacher training for at least a year, and I came across some research by the Max Planck Institute, which is a neuroscience institute in Germany. And they confirmed that different meditations or mindfulness practices stimulate different parts of the brain. And these parts of the brain are fundamental to our success in life and in work. And these particular parts of the brain are the prefrontal cortex, which is our ability to remain present, our executive functions of decision making, planning, execution, creativity, and everything that makes us human. And our ability to focus, which as we focus grows our executive functionings. Isn't that amazing? Just like that. So if we stay present and focused, our prefrontal cortex grows. Our parietal region, which is at the top of the brain, and that is stimulated and grows when we practice empathy. So empathy is vital for our training in emotional intelligence, right? So this is how we train in EQ, and EQ is known in business to be the number one predictor of success and in your relationships in life. So why would we not want to train in this? And then finally, our temporal to insular pole is on the side of the brain, and when that is stimulated and grows, a neuroscientist can look into your brain and say, this person is kind, this person is loving, this person is compassionate, right? Because it is pronounced, it is growing, it is grown, which is remarkable. Just like your muscles, like your leg muscles or your arm muscles, we can tell that there are parts of the body that are strong and parts that are weak. So in the same way, neuroscience can tell, as well as Sarah Lazar from Harvard University backing up exactly what Max Planck was saying. Her research at Harvard, being a prominent neuroscience there, says the same thing, right? The prefrontal cortex grows because of neuroplasticity, the parietal region, the temporal to insular pole, when we practice certain thoughts or meditations. So here's the most powerful practice that I can give you today. Based on all of this and of course a whole bunch of ancient wisdom too. All right, let's take a moment to practice it. Choosing a comfortable seat and placing 2 feet firmly on the ground. Let's take in a nice slow deep breath, breathing in through the nostrils and breathe it out the mouth. Good. Now let's take a moment and just focus on our breath at our nostrils. And as we practice focus, we are stimulating the prefrontal cortex in all the right ways, making us smarter, making us more focused, less distracted. Focus on your breath at your nostrils. And just feel the breath in the body. Maybe you can feel it at the nose. Maybe you could feel it in your chest, rising and falling. Maybe you could feel it in your abdomen. Just focus your mind, and your mind will wander. That's okay. Every time you bring it back, you are doing a repetition for your prefrontal cortex, like you were doing an arm curl. Yep. Mental health, mental fitness, this is how we do it. Now, let us bring imagination into it. We have this beautiful source of imagination, and let's use it for something beneficial, not worry. As Einstein said, it's a misuse of imagination is worry. Let's imagine that there's something in the air, a beautiful quality that you need today. Maybe it's healing. Maybe you need some tenderness. Maybe you need some strength or courage. Imagine you could just breathe it into yourself and perhaps give it a color. What color would it be? Is it red? Is it blue? And there may be many qualities that you need right now. So give each one a color and just breathe it in and really feel like it's imbuing you. It's taking you over. It's changing you. with every breath through the nostrils. Let those colors swirl into you and paint a masterpiece inside of you, inside of your body, your cells. Your body is healing as you do this. Yep, it does. It boosts your nervous system. The findings for our well-being is profound around this. Your body listens to your mind, and it cannot tell the difference between imagination, visualization, and reality. Yep. Fill up your cup. Self-awareness and self-management, the first two pillars of EQ. And now think of someone that you love very much, where they are, perhaps what they're doing, we don't know, but we can try and practice empathy. And now we are stimulating the top part of our brain, which is the parietal region, as we practice switching places with another, or empathy. Who would you choose today? Your child, your partner, your parents? Just one person maybe? Your cat, your dog? Maybe someone who's not with us anymore? Imagine where they could be right now, what they're doing, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. We don't know, but we can imagine. And as you breathe out, we send whatever it is that they need, like a gift, to them. Beautiful color. Colors that they breathe in, colors that they need today to heal, to be stronger, to be resilient, to be smarter, to be lovable, to be kinder, to be sharper, to be more focused. Imagine them breathing in whatever it is they need and feeling happier, looking happier. And imagine that you're part of this process, this beautiful process. Yeah, let's use our imagination for it. And as we do, we boost our own happiness. The gamma is moving in the right places in our brain, the prefrontal cortex, left hemisphere, which shows that by thinking of somebody else's well-being, our happiness is affected too. This is pure science, friends. As they breathe in whatever they need that we give them out, we're sending them whatever colors they need, and we're not depleting our own. So let's come back to ourselves. Let's focus on the nostrils once again, breathing in, recharging yourself, filling yourself up again, not exhausting yourself by any means, but just building yourself up with what you need today. Really feel it, really believe that it's happening for you. Whatever it is that you want or need, it's happening for you right now. A rainbow of light, of colors, healing you, making you the most powerful, best self you can imagine. And then, once again, share it with your friend today. As you breathe out, imagine that it's leaving you and going to them. And they are just ecstatic and feeling so good and strong. And imagine that they start working with somebody else and it becomes a network, a web of your friend and you sharing with others, friends, family, whoever, all over the world, this wonderful web of interconnection, of sharing our strength and building our strength. Self-awareness, self-management, other awareness and other management. This is how we train in emotional intelligence and how we build our brain from the prefrontal cortex to the parietal region to the temporal to insular pole, because now we are practicing compassion and loving kindness. And we are building, brain building, all those important parts of our success. This is how we sharpen the sword. It takes a little bit of work, but it's fun and it's beautiful. Okay, let's dissolve that imagination practice and feel a sense of accomplishment and warmth and kindness and love permeate your being. How nice. Slowly taking in that deep breath in through the nostrils, filling up your lungs. Inside the breath out. When you're ready, you can blink your eyes open. Proactive mental wellness, and this is how we can practice. A short practice every day. Doesn't take long. You can extend it even to 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. The longer you practice, the more work you are doing. But don't do it too long, so that it stays fresh, punchy, and bright. Okay? Because if we are dull and bored and tired, then there's not much benefits. So I'm interested in mental health. I'm interested in brain fitness. Why not join me in these daily practices and perhaps see how your life starts to change? Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Take care.